What does Denmark do if Greenland votes for independence and then votes to join the United States as a territory?
They speed skate right over there and they try to secure everything they can.
They do nothing.
They do nothing at all. Because the United States is the muscle of NATO.
Oh, they make some more chocolate.
Just like Canada, they do nothing. The United States makes moves and other countries respond. When you have a president like Trump, when you have a strong United States, the United States does what it wants, and it doesn't have to be dropping bombs or military. It can just be like, this is what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to do it, and other countries are going to comply.
I actually like this idea because there are a lot of countries I will not go to because they will arrest me for things I've said on Twitter. So I like the
UK.
I like the idea of being able to go to an island I've been to before, and then hang out and not get arrested for mean tweets.
Yeah, I mean the UK's once again threatening to extradite American citizens for saying naughty things.
I'm done.
What was the story? There was a kid who got a 4-year sentence for what did he do? It was mean tweets.
Yeah, they've thrown a bunch of people in jail for mean tweets.
Maybe we should annex Ireland. I've just been, I'm a Mick Guinness, and
I don't.
No, you don't want Ireland?
No.
No?
There's nothing good in Ireland.
Guinness.
The Irish can't even get along.
There's some surf up there. It's a beautiful place.
No. They put peat in all their scotch. No, thank you.
Dude, you're talking to a
You
Mick
said
Guinness
Pete
here.
with a T.
What?
Pete.
Pete.
Pete, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Highlands don't. Lowlands, not so much. Islay is very much so peated.
Wait a second. Mr. Pro America over here has Japanese whiskey.
Because it's
for the
better.
record.
Because it's better.
If it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
Wait, whose whiskey is that?
That's never mind.
That's mine.
Oh,
I always bring a bottle.
It's imported.
that was always allowed.
Oh, okay.
Nuuk, is that how you say it? The largest city in Greenland? List of cities and towns in Greenland.
It's ours now. We got to have
It looks
the capital.
beautiful. We can rename it.
Look up the sled dog headquarters. Where's that?
Oh, look at that. They got the Aurora Borealis.
We need it.
This city's Laura. This one's Eric Jr.
I went to Utqiagvik in 2023. That was fun.
Where's that?
You see, here's a funny thing, and this is a good story for all yous. We talked about the story when we came back for the year, but it used to be called Barrow, Alaska. Barrow. Back when the Americans settled it, there were a bunch of people already there, but those people largely didn't really care. You live on the ice, you hunt whale. There's no trees because it's in the Arctic Circle and everything's just frozen mud. And so it gets. I don't know exactly the history, but it gets named Barrow. The United States gets Alaska. They say this is Barrow. It's the northernmost point of the United States. There was a vote to change the name to its original Utqiagvik. That's what the natives referred to it as. And most people there, at least this is what I was told, they were fine with the name Barrow. But a handful of activists went and voted, and nobody else did. So the name is now Utqiagvik. Even though if you go there, locals say Barrow. That's how insane it is. People need to go out and vote. That's what's really annoying. I'm glad to see that people actually voted for Donald Trump.
Activists are the worst.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, they win because they're active.
Ists.
That's right.
They're awful people.
They are.
So what are we going for in Greenland? We going for oil?
Just take it.
I'll figure it out later in post.
Yeah.
Fix it.
I'm sure there's a bunch of things that are worth having. We need it.
We need those 2 sled dog teams.
Isn't Greenland? Isn't that where they have like a lot of geothermal stuff?
I'm assuming.
Or is it Iceland that I'm thinking
Iceland has the black sand beaches.
That's Iceland.
Greenland's
my bad.
Hot springs.
Greenland's 2020 estimated nominal GDP is $3 billion. That's pretty small.
Donald Trump himself can buy
Per
it.
capita, that's not bad. It's
We might be able to
$54K.
save Ukraine with that money.
$54,000 per capita.
That's
GDP.
not bad.
We need it by
Wow.
If it does have any kind of geothermal activity, you can just set up a whole bunch of Bitcoin mines.
There you go, I guess. I think it's actually pretty likely. I mean, I don't think Trump Jr. is going there. He's set to visit Greenland on Tuesday after Trump expressed interest in exploring the possibility of U.S. ownership. Yo, Denmark's got nothing. If
Is
the
it a
U.S.
state then? Or do we just Guam it up?
territory. If the U.S. goes to Greenland and says, look, we'll provide you with $1 billion loan guaranteed once a year, they're going to be like, done.
Yep.
Development, research, exploration, jobs, they're going to be like, okay.
Yep, we need it.
Denmark's going to be like, but we'll give you speed skating teams.
Denmark's not going to do anything. They're going to be like, give us back Lars Ulrich, and we're going to say, take him. He's not even the best drummer in Metallica.
And then we're going to be like, is that it? And they're going to be like,
thank you.
We still want Greenland back. And be like, we're not talking about Greenland right now.
That is off the table. Greenland is America now.
Actually, I think more likely the U.S. is going to be like, we won't give you Greenland, but we'll give you Lars. And they're going to be like, how dare you? We refuse.
They're going to say, give us James. He's better at drums than Lars is.
He can drum in 3/4 and 4/4, 6/8 sometimes, 7/4 out of the question.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
how dare you? So Trump posted, I am hearing the people of Greenland are MAGA. My son, Don Jr., and various reps will be traveling there to visit some of the most magnificent areas and sites. Greenland is an incredible place, and the people will benefit tremendously if and when it becomes part of our nation. We will protect it and cherish it from a very vicious outside world. Holy crap. Dude.
It's ours now. Already ours.
And that will give us a staging point, a beachhead for our invasion of of Canada.
Wait a minute. What if we turn it into Australia? The new prison state. We just send everyone there. We take the green people out. We bring them in here. Good jobs.
Green people.
The green people.
Green people. That's what we're going to call them now.
Greenlandians.
And we send the 15 million to Greenland. Build a wall around it. Australia Part 2.
Escape from Greenland.
Solves a lot of problems.
I mean, look, I've been advocating for the island for some time.
The island of
We sent them to Mexico, to Haiti, to Cuba, where they came from. They're going to come right back over. Greenland, they're not making that trek.
Well, I've been saying that instead of the death penalty, just create an island and put people there and say, we're not going to kill you because killing is wrong, but we hereby agree not to be responsible for you anymore, so you go to the island.
So you shut down Gitmo, and then you just make all of Greenland.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Greenland is worth more than that.
Does it have oil?
We still haven't really determined what Greenland, what it has.
It has
We'll figure it out in post.
Geothermal.
It has geothermal activity.
You put some
mining Bitcoin, man.
Greenland is believed to have significant oil and gas reserves,
Boom.
particularly offshore.
There you go.
Yep.
Well, we can't do that because Biden.
We need to be
He's
reliant.
dead.
We need to be reliant on Saudi Arabian.
In case you
crude oil.
didn't know, he died months ago. That is just a corpse that they are wheeling around. Someone said that Biden
Dude.
released a statement. I was like, Biden didn't release a statement.
So-
He said, "God damn it!" today.
I heard
Guys,
that.
So I went to Iceland a couple years ago.
He's in prime
And
form. Smart as a tack.
Iceland was very poor until they developed, invented geothermal energy. Now they have access to large amounts of energy because they tap geothermal. Now there's greenhouses, they're growing plants, and they're decently well off in Iceland. Greenland has untapped geothermal reserves and oil, and Denmark ain't doing nothing for these people. If the U.S. sends in industry and they build geothermal plants, the standard of living for people in Greenland is going to skyrocket. We don't even need to offer them money. We're going to say, no, we're not going to do anything. We're going to send in the oil companies, and then you're all going to be rich. And they're going to
Don't let Dick Cheney get involved.
Bitcoin's over $100,000 again.
Would this be a workaround, though? Because I know Biden didn't put that in. They said you have to actually get it approved through Congress to bypass what Biden did. If Greenland is just a territory, would that bypass his last order? Then you can drill?
Anything of Biden's executive orders, they can all be rescinded as soon as Trump goes in.
Well, Trump said he was going to do that. I thought it had to pass in Congress. There was something
If I understand correctly, if it's an executive order, then the incoming president can make an executive order to undo it. And that's why executive orders are actually like a bad idea. You want to get legislation passed by Congress. Sure. You know, well, they're not a bad idea.
You want to get massive omnibus bills with, we can train, I don't know, Afghan women how to do backflips with a beach ball.
What?
On their head. Yeah, $35 million.
Is that actually in one of the omnibus?
There's something ridiculous. Maybe it wasn't a beach
always
ball.
Something.
Maybe it was something, some variation of that.
Always.
Sound awful.
Don't fact check me out there.
You actually sold that.
You did sell it.
Yeah,
it was all right. But yeah, I think that the executive orders, they can just be rescinded by the incoming administration.
That was my understanding. I heard some pundit talking about it had to go through Congress for this. And again, it's Twitter, so.
It's the internet. You know it's true. I read it on the internet.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.